Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, m&m&m, which stands for math, makeup, and more. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on the third letter M, which is more. Little disclaimer, I'm going to be barefaced the entire video because I filmed a video yesterday, story time, and this video was full glam. I'm telling you guys, full glam. And I watched the footage. You guys, the entire video was blurry. You couldn't see nothing. It's like you don't have your glasses on. And so that video, after that video, I just felt so traumatized from doing my makeup. And I'm like, you know what, let her breathe today. We're gonna let my skin breathe. So if you can bear with me with my bare face, this video is a tribute to anybody that has been a simp, a sad girl, or just so downright in your feelings. And you've been so in your feelings, you caved in and you read Milk and Honey by RUPI KAUR. Not only did you guys read it, you loved it. You read it over and over again. And you're just like me in that sense. And after reading that book, I wanted to keep reading poetry books. So you know what I did? I compiled a list of 15 books for you to read if you like Milk and Honey by RUPI KAUR. And if you guys want to find out what those 15 books are, let's get started and keep watching. Alright, I'm going to be talking a lot, and I'm going to be talking this whole video. So get ready. To prepare myself, I'm going to take a sip with my new hydro flask and hydrate. And if you hear me swallow, I'm sorry. I don't know why I swallow so loud, but let's get started. My first book I'm going to actually recommend is by RUPI KAUR herself. I think if you like one book by an author, you usually will like other books by that same author. This one is The Sun and Her Flowers. It is 256 pages, and this one is just about a whole celebration of love in all of its forms. It takes you through 5 different chapters that really just make you experience and feel all the love and all that it's got to give you. So I'm actually going to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole for my next couple books. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Okay, so books 2 through 6 of my recommendations are all going to be by R.H. Stein. This is an artist. This is an author, almost an artist, because I think their words are just so beautiful. It could be considered art, that I have just fallen so in love with. I love their work and everything about it. The first book I'm going to recommend is Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel, Volume 1. This one is 304 pages. My third book is going to be Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel, Volume 2, which is 176 pages. And then my fourth book is going to be Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel, Volume 3, and this one is 336 pages. This is a series dedicated to the author's partner and their struggles that they've had to endure. And it's just very beautiful, and I love it. So, continuing my R.H. Stein hype, it is book number 5, which is a beautiful composition of Broken. It is 480 pages. Amazing. French kiss when I see books that are this long, especially in poetry, because I read so quick. I'm that person that is just flipping through pages left and right, and you won't think I'm actually reading them. And my AC is turning on, so I'm gonna be right back. Don't y'all worry. Alright, I just filmed this rest of the video with the air conditioning on and it sounded like crap. So, air is off, we're gonna keep going now. I didn't want to get up, I'm that lazy. But nonetheless, book number 6 is She Just Wants to Forget by R.H. Stein. This one is 210 pages. This book, what it brought to me was just the importance, and like it's almost okay to just choose solitude than rather sharing a space with somebody that you're not meant to be with and that you're uncertain with. And then book number 7 is Everything. Oh my god, I didn't even realize I'm hopping off R.H. Stein train. So book number 7 is Everything You Cannot Say. It is by Ian Thomas. It is 236 pages. Kind of like as the title describes, this book expressed every single thought I've ever had, but I could not put into words. And you guys, reading those and having the words connected to it just brought me so much inner peace. And I was like, finally, someone said it. I've been trying to think it and say it myself, but they did it for me, and so thank you. Thank you, Ian. My next book, my 8th book, is Pillow Thoughts. It is by Courtney Peppernell. It is 272 pages, and it is about 3 simple things: heartbreak, love, and raw emotions. Simple as that. Thanks, Courtney. My 9th and 10th book are both by Pierre Alex Ginty. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. The first book is Her. It's 144 pages. This book is about a collection. It's a collection of poems about women, their strengths, and their beauty. On the contrast, the next book is titled Him, and it is 192 pages. I love this book so much because I feel, as an avid reader in poetry, and maybe it's just the sad poetry books I read, but I feel like women are actually so represented in poetry, and I feel like they're represented so well in poetry. But I feel like with us being uplifted and represented well in poetry, it kind of comes with the downfall that men are so evil and so bad, and that we are so much more empowered through not having men, and that any men we cross is ill and just a mess. But that's not the case. There are so many great men, and I think that this book kind of just pays tribute and celebrates all the good men out there and talks about their struggles and their emotions and things that they have to endure. And I think in order for us to really function well in a society, we need to uplift women without having to lower men. So you can uplift other groups without putting another group down. Simple as that. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I loved reading this book. I think as a girl, as a woman, it's just important to open your mind and have that kind of mentality while functioning in today's society. So continuing on, my next book, book number 11, is Soft. It is by Kiana Azizian. It is 226 pages. This one is about being in love, heartbreak, healing, forgiving, and most likely repeat. I love this book. I love books about love. I'm gonna be honest, I love them. There's something about reading about love that I love. My next 2 books, books 12 and 13, are both by M. Ballard. My first one is Delicate Thoughts. It is 118 pages, revolves around the same kind of ideas as the last book: heartbreak, depression, and empowerment. My next book is Nevermind, I'll Be Okay. It is 120 pages. Little disclaimer, this book does touch into a lot of sensitive topics because this author just completely opens himself up to you, and it is their journey of raw emotions that comes with some of life's biggest challenges and things that are not so open that we talk about, and they go through their not only emotions but their physical kind of endurance they have to deal with. Now we're on my last 2 books. Book 14 is Please Don't Go Before I Get Better. It is by Madison Kuhn. It is 208 pigeons. 208 pigeons, you guys. 208 pages. Jeez. You know, something about me recording myself for YouTube brings out my stutter, brings out my lisp. I can't even speak right without my S's just sounding crazy. But this book revolves around 3 things. It is self-image, self-discovery, and self-reflection. And it reflects on the experience of kind of growing up. And I think going through the author's journey of this, it kind of lets you do the same for your own life. And that was something I really enjoyed while reading it. And then my last book is Love, Heartbreak, and Hangovers. It is by my favorite author's name to say, which is Shadrice Denise. It is 89 pages. And it is just as it sounds. It is about love, heartbreak, and hangovers. That concludes my 15 books I would recommend if you like Milk and Honey by RUPI KAUR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you end up reading one of these or read them, comment down below. I would love to hear about it and talk to you about your experience while reading it. Don't forget, if you like my video, subscribe down below. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye!